Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But the bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. 30-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
2nd down and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Hurts to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run it for the 1st time with Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Wiggles free. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 4. Back to throw. Smith catches left side. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hand off right side, Davis Price. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
And it's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
WeDemBoyz take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 10. Davis Price up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And this is a guy who's going to get some carries going forward. Picked up as a free agent just this past week.
How about fresh legs, right? We always talk about bringing a guy in, provides that spark and maybe a little bit of extra energy.
On first down, it's Blue. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are learning every one of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long. Prescott. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott off play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And they can't bring him down. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Dak Prescott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
180, 180.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man has got it. The tight end. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Got him in. It's Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Cowboy first down.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 31.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Good. Hey, 73, Trimmer.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, Prescott here to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a